Easy English AZ, this is Michael. Today we'll be talking about games. After the podcast, feel free to ask us about a free lesson.
Board games and card games, or video games? During the past 20 years, video games have become more popular and board games have become less popular. But I still prefer board games and card games. Why? Because it's much easier to talk with friends and play in a large group. Yes, I know that some video games are very well made, crafted by some of the most creative people on earth. Yet, I prefer a simple card game with 5 friends. I don't know why, maybe I'm just traditional. Today I'm playing 2 games with a group of 20 friends. The first is Uno, a colorful card game, and Scrabble, a popular word game. Both games require a combination of luck and strategy to win. I prefer playing Uno because the game has a much faster pace and people can talk more during the game. In Uno, each player receives cards with the goal of putting down all their cards on the table. Players can only put down cards that have the same number or the same color. Opponents can force one another to take up to 4 extra cards and switch the direction of the game. These attacks are arguably the most enjoyable part of the game. Scrabble is a word formation game. There's a board with small squares. Players receive 7 letters pulled out of a small bag. The first player must put a word on the middle of the board. Each player must then use his or her letters to make words, building on the first word in the middle. Letters that are frequently used receive only 1 point, while uncommon letters receive more. Q is the most difficult letter, but it can receive 10 points. What about you? Do you prefer board games or video games? So we have a lot of people here today, and I'm here with 2 of my fellow gamers. Now, would you say that you like video games or board games better?
Which do I like better? That's I don't know.
So what about you? Do you like board games or video games better?
I like board games a lot better.
Okay, now what's the advantage of board games over video games?
I really like the social aspect of it, and then I also like how it feels more controlled to me because I have looked at the board game, I've read the instructions, so I know what it's going to happen.
If you enjoyed this podcast, send us a message and consider trying one of our lessons. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.